G'day everyone and welcome to this week's Life on the Hulls. A very exciting day today. We're going out for a sea trial. We're actually going to take our boat out into Jervis Bay and give it its first real run. In 4 months since we launched, it's taken us that long to get our engine problem resolved, which was a dead simple fix, to be honest. 2 simple injectors. But Janet's on her way down. We're going to go out. Darren's going to meet us down at our boat, and yeah, we're pretty excited. We're a little bit intrepid about the whole thing, but anyway, we'll get it done and we'll go out for a spin and see how she handles. Sea trial day. We're going to go out, at least go out for 3 or 4 hours and just test a few of the systems out. We're going to test out our plotter, obviously, the steering. Got a couple of concerns with the steering. We're still getting a little bit of leakage of the hydraulic oil in a couple of the fittings, so we'll see how all that goes. At least we've got the engines running and test out the engines and just give them a good run. As Paul said the other day, our mechanic, he said make sure you go out and give it a good run, you know, let the thing run for 2 or 3 hours, and we'll do a little bit of mooring pickup practice just to get the feel for how the boat's going to handle, because we're still not sure. I have driven it about 2 kilometers on the day we launched it, or the day after we launched it. We drove it down here to the mooring and it hasn't moved since, so there's a lot at stake here, and there's you know, a little bit nervous, but you know, it's just not all that bad, and we've got a beautiful day. It's dead calm. We've had some massive winds over the last couple of days, and today was picked for that reason, so hopefully we're going to get in and get that done. We're basically just getting everything put away. Everything inside the boat is all nice and neat. We've got nothing laying around. Janet's, it's a bit cool this morning though, isn't it? When we had 40 degrees here 2 days ago, and today I've got frostbite on my feet.
That time of year.
It is that time of year. Autumn is one of those times where we get, or we could get anything. Apparently it's going to be 32 again in 2 days' time. So Darren is meeting us. Darren Smith from over here, who's got a crazy little thing. I mean, that's a stunning little shunning wilderness that he's totally modified, and bloody thing's as light as anything. It's full of carbon, and it's a full-on performance cat. He's actually going to come over, or I'm going to pick him up in an hour or so on his boat. He's got a set of headsets, so we'll be able to use those so Janet and I can talk to each other, not yell at each other, which is pretty likely anyway. And you know, just things like getting on and off the mooring here, because we're double-ended moorings, can be a little bit challenging as well, especially when we've got tide running, because the tide's already starting to flow up the river. And we have about 1.5 meters of tide here. Generally, it's probably 1 meter today, so it's not a massive tide movement. We're just at the beginning of the tide movement. You just see it starting to move at around about 1 knot. Once we start to launch the boat off the mooring, it's probably going to be running at 2 or 3 knots. So that's considerable on a boat of this size. It will still move us around. So luckily we've got big engines, and we're going to give them a crack. Well, we're having a bit of davit rigging, and we're just making sure the davit's all pretty much ready to go. This will be our jury rig for the moment. We're going to have to work out a quick system to get this in place. Darren's been good helping sort this out, which is superb. Darren, I'm sorry mate, we've got to film today.
I bought my best hat too.
I'm glad you did, mate. I'm glad. Don't worry.
My bit that clips on the back of here.
Yeah, that's good. We can all have the Arafats on, and that's good. Well, I've got to do a bit of filming because this is a momentous day after 4 months sitting still, 7 years on the hard, 4 months on the soft.
Not our chickens yet.
Yeah, we're not out yet, are we? Whack our transducer and the pressure's on, mate. Everything
This
gets
is
filmed.
really mean.
Oh, that's okay.
No, it's all right. He's done it before. There you go. He's out. He's got it in already.
No, I haven't. What I've done is I've pulled it, made sure it's loose,
And then put it back in there.
put it back in, got this at the right alignment.
So there's a little flap in it, Janet.
I got it. It's just focused.
That's it. It's done.
And
Well
then
done,
I
mate.
haven't actually got it in fully, but then it's pretty much in.
Cool.
Line it up properly, straight,
Yep.
and then wind this winder on, and
Yeah.
it drags it
Oh,
down.
look at that. It's not even a cupful. Well, we just start her up. Check the water. Okay. Yeah.
Caught Darren munching. Always good to see. Sorry,
Righto, both engines are running, water's flowing. After 4 months, we are about to depart. We've just discussed getting off this mooring because it's a double-ended mooring. You've got to basically just pin the boat and check what your rudders are going to do, check what the motors are going to do, and hopefully we should be able to just drive off today. And we're just clearing our mooring lines. We've got buoys in between all the moorings here. Darren and Janet are having a session up the front. Are we all clear?
That didn't sound great.
Having a session.
We talked about the
Put your joints away.
Yeah, I like
Joints away, guys. No, we're certainly not doing any of that today because Janet and I are secretly peaking. First time we're going to drive this thing in 4 months. Alright, so look how clear the water is. Absolutely stunning day. Picked the day of the year to do this.
Yeah, it's really
It's a cracker, isn't it? Yep, righto.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting technical now. Darren's got his headsets. Now the idea of the headset is to stop Janet and I yelling at each other. Because Janet's driving it. And I'm up front.
Who's driving, Oscar?
You are. Russell.
With Darren beside me, please. Okay, need be. Well, there's a lot of vibrations which I'm going to eventually iron out, but don't judge us yet. This is the first time she's really moved in 4 months since the day we launched, so it's not doing too badly just to be running, to be honest. Anyway, so we've cleared our mooring lines up here, and we've got the anchor snubbed off, but the windlass is on, just in case we need to drop the anchor at any point. We've got the windlass on, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. Perfect conditions. There's no boats out. Now that's a good day for us. That means we can go down without hitting anything. But there's no boats out on the water today. No one's logged on, and we'll be logging on with Marine Rescue as we go out, just in case, because it's all unproven technology here. That's as slow as we can go. Wow, they're doing it.
So, how did you feel with that?
That's cool. Yeah, that is very cool.
Both of you guys.
Yep, no, that's good. Wow. That's 5 knots at idle.
Well, take one out. Take one stick out.
We're over the speed limit, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's up before not.
I'm going to slow.
So you can slow it down by taking one of the sticks out, right? But anyway, doesn't matter.
This is so exciting. Woo.
Actually going down the river, can you believe that?
Look at you over there, you're staying as far away from me as possible.
You got about 3 meters here. 2 meters. Watch your back of your boat.
We're good now, we're clear?
You got a meter? Yeah, you cleared it by a meter. You got that side.
Feeling good.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of the channel before you.
Film yourself.
No.
Smile on your face. Gotta watch this week here.
Yeah.
Just got into an hour. What do you think, honey?
It's good. You concentrate on
I
what
am
you do.
concentrating on it, yeah.
No, you're not.
5 meters.
Isn't there it's just the...
So that's about 7 knots. And that's at 1500 revs.
So we were way under 4 knots in the river then.
Yeah, so guys, this is pure joy. Pure and utter joy to break out of the bay. And we've got Carl over here. He's seen you, hasn't he? Does he know? Here's Carl, our friend with a Mumby 48 over here, his big green Mumby. He's heading out, he's been here for a few days and he's having a nice time. Awesome. She's hit the water and we're running at about 1800 revs at 12 kilometres, or about 14 kilometres an hour, so we're not even close to full speed yet. Beautiful. This is freaking unreal. I feel alive. Here goes Carl. Beautiful, look at his gorgeous boat. Now Carl bought this boat as a shell and fitted it out on the water, and look at this, just coming back from Tasmania. What a stunner. Stunner. Mate, we're doing like 14 k's an hour at 1500 revs. Fantastic. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love your boat, mate. Oh, your boat is stunning, mate. That is so cool. One of the big concerns I have is the steering. Not so much worried about the engines now, we've got them fixed, but we've got the odd leak in the hydraulics, and what I did yesterday, I put a paper towel with a piece of masking tape around each of them. I'm able to check them all. I found 3 small leaks, but they're not significant, but they're enough. I'll duck down into this sugar scoop here and I'll check to see if they're wet. If they're wet, then we know we've got to resolve that later on, but all part of the sea trial progress, I guess. So the one thing we were concerned about too was the seal on the rudder. So this rudder here technically isn't sealed, but it's way above waterline. It's about 1.5 foot above the waterline. And here you can see our hydraulic steering. I'll get in here and I'll see if I can point it out. Oh, I am so happy. This is awesome. We are flying. Oh, I cannot believe how good the power of the train is on the drivetrain. It's just so good. So we've got our little hydraulic. That's as dry as a chip. That's dry. That one's dry. That's good news. And then the last 2. This one's dry. That's good news. Last one here. These are the ones that were leaking. These are leaking quite profusely. Dry as a chip, so we're not losing any fluid there. Cool. Look at this. It's screaming along. Our powertrain's just unreal. Next thing I want to check is the PSS seals. Now they're going to settle in for an hour or so they're likely to be spraying water into the engine room until the carbon meets the stainless bearing or the stainless seal on it. So we'll go from there. I've got it all happening. So I'm going to go down the engine room and check these PSS seals. I'm just wondering if we can slow it up a little, just so I can get a good look at the PSS seals down there. That's 2,000 revs. It's like 17 kilometres an hour. It's only 10 knots. The bulbs are working well, mate. Amazing. What I want to know, I put them on just so I can get more dolphins, and they're not interested. Darren just said, I cannot believe how light feeling it is. Tell you what, this is cool. Welcome to Jervis Bay. So here we've got Bowen Island, Beecroft Peninsula. This is actually a military firing range over here on the point. Point Perpendicular is 120 metres high to the top of the lighthouse there, and then we've got the Buddery National Park here with HMAS Creswell over here, which is our naval training college for all the officers. Oh, this is just stunning. I'm loving it. How good is this? It's like I've been set free. Very cool. Sorry about the wind, but you know, this is probably the most exciting day for years, or at least a year, because it's a year ago Sammy got married. That was my most exciting day in the last 20 years. But this is super exciting. Janet and Darren at the helm. Just done engine checks, hydraulic oil checks, PSS seal checks, battery check, alternator checks, sea trials, right on. I reckon we might have a few sea trials before we get out here and give it a hammer. I'm a happy man. Look at this, guys. 17 kilometres an hour.
But we shouldn't have that much later. We shouldn't have that much wind, so yeah, it's going down. So in real terms, yes, you're like. So fairly close to the sky, and then we'll swing it hard right, and if you need to, then you can always turn.
Yeah, I can just stick to it. Oh, freaking hell, this is awesome, mate. Oh, that was so easy. You just got to take it easy, don't you? Oh, and the wind's got me now.
How far?
Oh, that's all right.
So we need to turn. Let's steer with the wheel.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. The wind just grabbed me just then. That's like a slalom course. I feel like we've done the hard bit, but I think it's coming up. Yeah, we've actually got a lot of room.
Here's a great condition. We're just seeing how fast the tide is going, and it's not very fast, is it? You can hardly see any movement at this stage.
So we're going to go right down towards the last boat was behind the Cat, Darren. Behind Serenity. Turn there. We'll get closer to you, yeah? I thought I'd go a bit further down. Nice boat. Don't want to hit it.
Get a nice view from up here with the water down. Okay, so I would so we'll start the engine in reverse.
Where's that mine? I've got a bit further forward, haven't I?
Finish the loop.
Oh, we're going forward, actually.
Yeah, forward. Yeah, forward on the left, reverse on the right. You can always come back and move it, can't you? You can always steer.
Just let it drift in.
Yeah.
I reckon the current's gonna take me. So how do I?
Yep. Left. Not too much.
I'm gonna have to back up on it, aren't
Yeah, a little bit. So, left side, this way. Now you're looking for any bit on the road. How far, Roscoe? You forward, Roscoe, on the right.
You're on.
Yeah, take your time. Yeah, you're on.
You're on.
Yeah.
Sensational. Yeah, the current's going to take us forward.
And these are all off the ground. If the boat had been out like that, you just touch that to the right.
Yes, yes. Put it on the cleat behind you, Janet. Not on that cleat,
If you go rear,
because that cleat's not permanent.
started rear, just one touch.
Yep. I actually think I'd hate to be doing it in wind and current, but I think you just got, as you said, it's all about going slow. Happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy with it.
Well, now we can finish the mooring too.